Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, they got a little different vision of how things go. We know what they'll do. Now, be very clear. I want to give them credit because he has kept his word on a few things. When he first got to office, he made it his goal, and if it weren't for John McCain, he'd have got it done. He'll do it this time. They'll gut and take away the Affordable Care Act that will kick you off if you have a pre-existing condition, stop your children from staying on your health insurance, drive up premiums, and make this country less healthy, sicker, and poorer. That's what they'll do. Look, they'll go after Medicare and Social Security, and I've said this, it doesn't matter to him if he gets his Social Security check. He's sitting down at Mar-a-Lago not paying taxes with $1 billion. It matters to my sister and my mom when she gets her Social Security check so she can buy food and eat for the house. That's how this works. And just to be clear, this is where you need to talk to your relatives, your family members, like, oh, I don't like Donald Trump's personality, but his policies are fine. Which ones are those? He's proposing putting a national sales tax on nearly everything we buy, adding about $4,000 to the average family's costs each year. That's economists saying that. China doesn't pay the tariffs, you pay the tariffs. No more than Mexico didn't pay for a damn wall that he didn't build anyway. Look, we know he kept his word on this. He took his wealthy donors down to Mar-a-Lago and he promised them. Because I've said this, Donald Trump never keeps his word. That's not true. He does sometimes. He took those wealthy donors down to Mar-a-Lago and he said, you're rich as hell and I'm going to give you a tax cut. He did it. He did it. He followed through. He also became, as he himself said, the king of debt and drove up the national debt $8 trillion more than any president in U.S. history. So be very clear. This guy knows nothing about business except how to go bankrupt. He knows nothing about paying his bills, and he knows nothing about the middle class. Now, guys like Blaine, us, and I think there's probably some of you here that are the same place of this. The Republican Party of old contributed much to this country. When the Republican Party of old talked about freedom, they meant it. That's not these guys. That's not these guys. These guys mean that government should be free to be in your exam room with your doctor. They talk about small government, apparently small enough to fit in your bedroom with the people you're there with, or in your library to tell you what to read. Look, I use this, and you've heard me say this. I got this from my friends in Valentine and Butte and Alliance, places where I live. We respect our neighbors' choices. We don't have to agree with them. You do you, I'll do me. That's the thing we do. And look, there's that golden rule. Do unto others. That's a good golden rule. I have an addendum to that, too, that there's a second golden rule. Mind your own damn business with it. Goes with it. Somebody said, you think Donald Trump knows the golden rule? And I said, yes. Yes, those are the instructions he gave to his interior designer for his gold toilet or whatever the hell he put in. So yes, he knows the golden rule. Look, when Kamala Harris and I and the folks here talk about freedom, we mean you should be free to live your life the way you choose. Your choice about your own health care decisions, about your own families. The freedom for seniors to retire with dignity by strengthening Social Security and Medicare. And for all of us here, and those who have little ones, and those who have grandkids, and just those that are just basic, decent human beings, the freedom to send our little ones dressed in their finest clothes off to a school to meet with a teacher and to be there and learn, the freedom to do that without being shot dead in their classroom. That's what freedom is.